Hey Jesse, I need you to leave the house for a while. My band's coming over and we need to practice.
Oh, David. Hello. How are you? I'm good. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, hello, whatever. Look, I need you to go now. Band will be over soon, so I need the place to myself so that we can rehearse properly, which means you need to leave.
I kind of can't right now. I'm very busy.
Like, now? Busy doing what? Messing around on your laptop again? You can do that anywhere. I mean, what do you even do all day? Because you always say that you're busy, but as far as I can tell, you're not actually doing anything. You sit on your laptop all day, every day, probably just browsing social media or something.
How could you even say that? I'm working incredibly hard. Just because I don't go out to an office every day or work a normal 9 to 5 doesn't mean that my job isn't important or difficult.
How hard can sitting at home in your pajamas be?
Oh, and practicing with your band every week is difficult? Huh? You don't even do any gigs, so I have no clue how you're getting paid.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Being in a band is an incredibly difficult job. Plus, I'm the lead singer and frontman, so I have even more work to do.
Oh yeah? Doing what?
Like arranging the practices and the gigs that we do. That's right, we do gigs.
I hardly think that performing at the same pub every week for free beers counts as a gig. You don't even get paid for it.
Whatever. Look, you need to move your fat butt out of the house so that me and my friends can rehearse in peace. Nobody wants to be distracted by your ugly face wandering around the place. Got it?
What? I'm not fat or ugly.
Want to bet? Because I have 3 bandmates who would say otherwise.
I know I'm not either of those things, and I'm not going to justify myself to you or your stupid friends. I don't need their validation to know that I am perfect the way I am.
Uh-huh, great. Hit for you, Uggo. But you still need to get lost so that I can practice.
You can't just kick me out of my home whenever you feel like it.
Why not? It's not like you contribute anything to the place. In fact, you're more of a freeloading train of resources, if anything.
I might be living at home temporarily, but I'm definitely not freeloading. I pay more than my fair share of the bills and rent. Not to mention I buy all of my own food and do pretty much everything for myself, like the washing and stuff. Unlike you, all you do is laze around at home, making a mess and expecting mom to clean up after you. You don't even pay her any money towards the bills.
Ugh, whatever.
Actually, yeah. What does mom have to say about all this? Surely she's not happy at being kicked out of her own home. And she won't like the fact that you're doing it to me either.
I'm not kicking mom out. She's going out with some of her friends, and she honestly doesn't care if I kick you out or not.
Huh? Yes, she does. I'm her daughter.
That literally means nothing to her. She does not care in the slightest.
Yes, she does.
Ask her yourself. You'll see I'm right.
Fine, I will. And I'll prove you wrong. Hey, Mom. Sorry to bother you, but David is trying to kick me out of the house. He says that I need to leave because his band needs to practice. But I have a load of work that I need to get done, and I really can't afford to waste time going out just to please David. Can you talk to him for me? Please?
Jesse, I'm only going to say this once, so listen up. I do not care about you and your brother's petty squabbles. I'm not going to talk to him for you. You are a big girl now, so you can deal with things yourself.
But Mom...
No! Stop being so petty! It's not an attractive trait. Besides, David told me all about your so-called work. You sit around doing nothing all day and leeching off of my kindness and allowing you to live with me. I don't like people wasting my time. So, listen to your brother and get out of the house. At least he's trying to do something productive with his time and his life.
What I am doing is productive. I'm trying to get my college degree online whilst I work my regular job on a daily basis. I literally have no time to myself as I'm using it all to study and work.
Oh, so now you're saying that you're better than me and your brother? You're trying to make us seem like the horrible, lazy ones, huh? God, you are so selfish, Jesse. You literally don't care about anyone but yourself, do you? You should be ashamed of yourself. I know I'm embarrassed to have you as a daughter.
How can you say that? I'm your daughter.
Well, Lord knows I didn't want you. Your father is the only reason I kept you, and now he's left me and I'm stuck with you.
I honestly can't believe what I'm hearing right now. I thought moms were supposed to love their children.
Yeah, well, now you know that they don't have to.
Well, great. Thanks. the feelings beginning to become mutual.
I honestly don't care if you like me or not. Your brother is my favorite anyway.
Clearly, considering he doesn't contribute to the house or bills at all, and you still dote upon him as if he's a toddler.
He doesn't contribute anything yet because he's trying to get his band noticed and signed. Once he gets an agent and he becomes famous, David's already promised to look after me. He even said that I would be able to quit my job.
Do you honestly believe that David is going to become famous with his band?
Well, he's got a much better chance of becoming rich and famous than you do of graduating college. You're definitely not smart enough for that.
What?
You heard me. So if you want to continue living at my house, you need to do as you're told and get out so your brother can practice. Got it? Now stop bothering me. I'm trying to have a fun night out with my friends.
You'd honestly kick me out just to please David?
Yes.
God, I can't wait until I can move out.
Yeah, well, you can't yet, so just shut up and do as you're told. And don't text me again. I won't answer it.
So, I suspect you'll be leaving for the evening? My friends are getting here at 7, so make sure you're gone before then.
You don't even know what Mom said.
I know that I'm Mom's favorite, so of course she's gonna side with me.
It's so not fair. I actually contribute to the house whilst you do nothing, and yet I'm the one who gets pushed aside?
Yeah. Now, hurry up and leave. Oh, also, I have no clue how long it'll take us to practice, so you might want to find somewhere else to stay tonight.
What?
You heard me, honestly. Are you sure you're my older sister with only a college education? Make sure I don't see you around here again.
You know what? Got it. Wishing you the best in life.
Huh?
I'm sick and tired of you and Mom bullying me. So I'll find somewhere else to live and make my own way in life. Goodbye, David. After tonight, you won't hear from me again.
As if. You'll be begging to come back before you know it.
We'll see. Hey, Robin. Sorry to message so late. Are you about?
Hey Jess, yeah, what's up?
Things have kind of gotten bad at my house. My mom and David are just constantly bullying me, and I can't deal with it anymore. I was wondering if I could crash in your spare bedroom until I find a place of my own.
Of course you can. I can't believe they're doing that to you. Although I've always thought that they're kind of mean.
You don't even know the half of it. On the upside, I should finally be able to finish off my college course. Once I've graduated, I'll finally be able to pursue the job I truly want.
That's great to hear. I'm really proud of you. You've worked so hard for this.
Thanks, Robin.
To be honest, I can't believe that 3 years have passed already. I remember when you first started that course. Now you're almost a qualified lawyer. Although, given the fact that you absolutely love to argue with anyone and everyone, I think you'll make a pretty good lawyer. Those criminals don't stand a chance against you.
You really think so?
Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't I?
Well, it's just that my mom and David have told me so many times that I'm a useless nobody and that I won't amount to anything. And I know that I shouldn't listen to them, but I don't know. Sometimes it just gets to me, you know?
Now, you listen to me. Your family is kind of rubbish, okay? So you need to just ignore every single thing that they say. You are one of the most amazing people that I have ever known. And your determination, hard work, and intelligence is going to get you very far. You are definitely not useless, and you are going to make something massive of yourself. You're going to be the best lawyer there ever was. If anyone is going to amount to nothing, it's your useless brother. He's not going to go very far because he doesn't actually apply himself. So if you're still worried about not doing very well in life, just remember, as long as you're doing better than David, then you're doing just fine. Besides, I would never just abandon you. You're my best friend, so if you ever needed help, then you know that I would be there for you.
Thanks, Robin. You have no clue how much that helps me. I honestly see you as my sister, and to know that you support me as much as you do honestly means the world to me.
I think of you as my sister too. And you know I support you in everything you do. Just like I know you would support me.
Of course I would. If you need me for absolutely anything, I will always be there for you.
Thanks, Jay. Now, hurry up and get your butt over here. We've got some scary movies to watch and a tub of ice cream to eat.
I'll be right there.
Hello? Is this Jesse?
Hello? Who is this?
It's David, your brother. I know it's been a while since we last spoke. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Oh, that's good. I'm good too, by the way.
Great.
Well, I say good. There are a few things I actually need help with. If you'd be able to.
There it is.
There what is?
I knew the only reason you were texting me was to try and get your hands on my money.
No, I'm not. I just wanted to check in on you.
Uh-huh.
It's true. I heard that you became a lawyer, well, one of the best in the country, and I know that can be quite a taxing and difficult job to do, so I wanted to make sure you were all right.
Well, I'm fine, thanks.
Good. So, I hear lawyers get paid quite a bit.
We do.
Well, with all that money hanging around, I don't suppose you have some to spare? Just a little bit so that I can try and pay this dude to produce my band's songs. Better yet, if you know some famous people from your job, maybe you could introduce me and my band to them?
I could, but I won't. Not for you, anyway.
Huh? But you don't understand. I need some money so that I can buy a place to live. Living with Mom is driving me crazy.
You still live with Mom?
Well, yeah, my band hasn't taken off yet, so I can't afford to get my own place, but you can help me now. You're my big sister after all.
Wow. Well, that's a hard no. I'm not going to buy you a house simply because you demand it of me.
Don't be so selfish. You've got loads of money. You can spare a bit for a decent house for me.
After the way you and Mom treated me, I wouldn't spare you a penny.
Are you still upset about that?
You effectively kicked me out of my home when I had nowhere else to go. What kind of family does that?
Well, it did you some good. Look at where you are now. We motivated you to work hard. If anything, you owe us half of your fortune for what we did for you.
You've not changed one bit. Still as selfish and self-centered as ever.
I'm not the one hoarding loads of money to myself and refusing to help you further your career.
I don't hoard it, actually. I pay my bills like normal people, and if I have a bit spare at the end of the month, I'll give it to charities. You know, to people who actually need the help and not someone who's just being selfish and thinking of themselves.
Are you seriously not going to give me anything? We're family.
No, we're not. You might be my brother by blood, but you're not my family. I've made a new family out of friends who truly love me and would be there for me through thick and thin. They wouldn't just abandon me or kick me out the second they felt like it. How about instead of demanding something that you've done nothing to earn, you focus on making yourself a better person and getting a job? Because you're not getting a penny from me.
I hate you. I mean, here you are with loads of money. You're basically rich and you're not willing to share with your family? How selfish is that? You don't deserve all that money. The least you could do is give some to me.
Excuse you? I don't deserve what I have? I'll have you know that I spent years of my life working towards my dream of becoming a good lawyer. I did my college degree online so that I could work at the same time. I then did years as an intern at a law firm whilst also studying for my master's degree. I have worked so incredibly hard to get to where I am, and I will not have you trying to bring me down and discredit what I've done. I deserve everything I have, and I won't feel bad for it because I worked for it, unlike you.
I seriously hate you.
I'm sure you do, but I don't care. I've got a great life, and I'm not going to let you ruin that. So this is goodbye. Don't try and contact me again because I won't respond. Have a good life, David. I hope you eventually learn how to empathize and think of others. You never know. You might actually see good things start happening to you. After that, I blocked David on every social media platform that I could think of. Whilst he might have been my brother, I knew that he would never respect me and I didn't want that kind of toxicity in my life. I knew I deserved better than that. Just because someone is related to you by blood, it doesn't make them family. Someone who is a part of your family will be there for you through the good times and the more difficult times, and they will support and help you through it all, like Robin did for me. So just remember that you can choose who your family is and that they don't have to be related to you for you to do so. I eventually met a man who later became my husband. He was another lawyer and we got along amazingly. We are both passionate about our jobs and we love to help people who deserve it. After dating for a little while, we decided to start our own family. we now have 2 wonderful children. I treat my children with love and respect, which I wish my own mother had treated me with, and I make sure that they do the same for each other as well. As for my mother and my brother, I'm not entirely sure what happened to them. The last I heard was that David's band split up as they were having no luck in getting signed or becoming famous. I think David now works in the bar where he would occasionally play, and I'm pretty sure he still lives at home with my mom. However, I have never tried to get back in contact with either of them, as they would not contribute anything positive to my life. So I can only hope they came to realize the errors of their ways and tried to better themselves and their behavior towards others.
Do you have work today, Jack? Work starts from noon today. Aren't you supposed to be at school? I caught a cold. Oh, get some rest, okay? Yep. But today's your birthday, so I wanted to greet you. Huh? No, I guess today is my birthday. I completely forgot. Thanks. Don't forget your own birthday. That's sad. You're 20 now, right? Now? 18 is the age of majority now, though. Oh, yeah, that's right. I want to grow up already, too. But I, on the other hand, want to return to elementary school. Being an adult is so much better. You get to do whatever you want. Being an adult's not that easy. What? Did Mom greet you already? No, not yet. Oh, really? You know how she is. She must have forgotten. Do you and Mom not get along? Do you guys still argue? We don't argue. But didn't you leave home because of a fight you had with Mom? I didn't leave home in that sense. But you two were shouting. I heard it. I guess we did fight. But I left so I could have my independence. Everyone leaves the house they grew up in eventually. Really? Everyone? Maybe not everyone, but I wanted to leave and live on my own as soon as possible. I want to be independent. So you're saying you wanted to be able to live on your own? Yep, which is why I found a job as soon as I graduated high school. No one can just depend on their parents forever. I was just a bit early, but it does seem that Mom didn't like me leaving the house. I want to become independent too. That's impossible, you're still a child. Graduate high school first, at least. So many years from now. I want to get a job and live my own as well. What are you saying? Finding a job is difficult if you don't graduate high school. So you should really go for the sake of your future. You should go to university too, if possible. But you didn't go to university, right? It's fine, because you don't need a degree at the job I have now. Besides, I doubt Mom would have paid the tuition fee, which you'll probably pay if it's for you. You and Mom really don't get along, huh? Anyways, you're still a long way from independence if you're in elementary school. So no need to worry about it for now, and just study. Well, come home once in a while, Jack. It's fine with you as long as Mom isn't home, right? I'm pretty busy as well. I don't really have the time to come and visit. You're planning on becoming a chef, right? Is the training hard? It is, but it's also quite fun. The owners are really kind, and while my tutors are strict, they're not bad people. You always were pretty good at cooking. I love the food you cooked. I wish I could eat the omelet you used to make again. I can make even better omelets now. Why don't you come over to my house during summer vacation? I'll make you an omelet or any other thing you want. Really? That's a promise, right? Got it. For now, just go and take a nap. And when you feel better, go and study, alright? Then you can come over to my house during the summer. Got it. I'll do my best.
It seems that you've been talking to Thompson frequently, Jack.
Yeah, it's not really frequent. Just once in a while.
So it's true? Would you please not teach him anything strange?
What do you mean by that?
I don't want him to become like you. So don't text him too much, alright?
Not like me. Did I do something?
I mean, I don't want him to become good for nothing like you and leave the house. I wonder why you turned out like that. Thompson is such a nice child in comparison.
Just how am I good for nothing? I'll work hard and pay my taxes. I make a living out of my own money now. I haven't been any trouble to anyone, and there's no reason for anyone to have any issues with me.
But this job of yours is ridiculous. I don't care if you're a chef or something, but I didn't raise you to do such a worthless job.
It isn't worthless.
I wanted you to get a job that made more money. There's so much jobs you could have taken. You could have become a doctor or a lawyer or have went to the technology sector, but you decided to become a chef. All the time I spent on you is a waste.
I'm just doing what I want to do. You have no right to interfere.
What are you saying? Do you know how much I sacrificed raising you? And then you just leave the house suddenly? Of course I have complaints.
I would have suffocated if I'd stayed there any longer. I probably would have even lost my mind. I don't want to live as your puppet.
I'm the one who raised you. But here you are. Why can't you just listen to what I say?
I had no freedom while I was living there with you. I couldn't even make any friends, you know? Whenever I would go out with friends, you would find some sort of way to bother me. There's something seriously wrong with a parent who destroys their child's friendships.
Everything I did was for your own sake. But as soon as you graduated high school, you left.
What do you mean it's for my own sake? Everything you did for yourself. Don't push your ideals on me, it's a bother.
What? What did you say?
I'm grateful you raised me, but I can't accept being controlled like some sort of puppet. My life is my own life.
You really do care nothing about your mother. I'm worried Thompson will become like you.
He's a smart kid, so he should be fine. But can you try not to control him in every way like you did with me? You'll just end up suffocating if you do.
I'm not as strict as I used to be, you know. I learned from my mistakes with you. I'm planning on letting him develop his abilities on his own.
I guess so. I haven't heard anything from Thompson.
Heard what?
He hasn't talked about you being too strict or anything. When I was still living there, I was barely able to put up with it. I haven't thought about leaving before high school many times.
Thompson's not like you. He's not just gonna leave like you did. That child has his head straight.
Unlike me, huh?
He's going to go to university and get an actual job, unlike you.
I see. I'm sorry I wasn't able to live up to your expectations.
There's no need for you to come home ever again. I'm not going to help. Even if you're in trouble, I don't have the money to lend you, see?
I don't need your help. The salary I have now is pretty decent and I'm working hard.
Aren't you just an apprentice over there? Stop boasting, will you?
The owner's a pretty good person. He's not the type to give me a low wage just because I'm an apprentice. He gives me a place to live and food to eat, so I'm actually able to save up money. Is that so? Well, he did hire a kid who just graduated from high school, so he must be a nice person.
Well, just don't rely on me from now on, alright?
Wasn't planning on it.
Are you still at work, Jack?
Today's a day off. What's wrong?
Is it alright if I come over and stay at your house? You told me I could come before, right? It's not sort of vacation yet, but is it okay?
What, today? You got school tomorrow, right? Why not come over on a weekend instead? It'll be hard going to school from my house, right?
It's fine. I haven't been going to school anyways, which is why I want to go today.
Huh? What do you mean you haven't been going to school? Have you been taking absences?
Yep, every day for a while now.
What do you mean for a while? Since when have you not been going to school?
It's probably been 4 months since the last time I went.
You said you skipped school because you had a cold the last time, right? So you didn't have a cold and we're just not going?
Yep, I lied that time. Sorry.
So you're really not going to school anymore? Did something happen at school? Did you have trouble with your friends or something?
No reason really.
Then why didn't you go to school? Something happened, right?
I actually want to go to school, you know, but I can't.
Why?
Mom won't let me.
Mom? She's telling you not to go to school?
Yep, which is why I'm at home always.
Why wouldn't she let you go to school? You want to go, right?
She said that if I go, I'll become stupid, and that'll be negatively influencing my classmates.
What's she on about? The school is a place to study, right? Why would that make you dumb?
Mom always said the same thing. Don't become like your brother, which is why she's raising me in a different way.
So that's why she's not letting you go to school. Thompson, how does she treat you? She might be even more strict with you than she was with me.
She punishes me if I rebel even a little, and she only gives me raw vegetables to eat.
Why don't you raw vegetables?
She says that eating artificial additives will make me stupid.
What? She's the one who's stupid? There's no way a child will be able to grow properly with only raw vegetables.
My head always hurts recently. I'm always exhausted as well. I want to eat some of your omelets again.
No wonder you do. You're extremely low on protein and carbohydrates. You must be low on nutrition. Why didn't you tell me sooner?
I thought if I told you, you and Mom would start fighting again. Mom says to never meet with you again. I didn't want that to happen, so I kept quiet. I'm sorry.
No need to apologize. It's not your fault.
I'm scared of Mom. I don't want to be with her anymore. But Mom says that I should never leave her.
She must not want to let go of you. She probably won't let you go to school so you won't get the idea of leaving her. You'll probably notice the abnormality of the situation you're in when she sees what it's like for everyone else.
So, we really are a strange family.
This isn't something a parent usually does. I noticed this eventually, which is why I left. I thought that it would be fine since she was nice to you, but it seems I should have brought you with me too.
I want to be with you, Jack, not Mom.
I'm sorry. I didn't have the emotional leeway at the time. I was only thinking about protecting myself. I had to do all I could to get away.
What should I do, Jack? I don't want to stay in this house anymore, too.
I understand. Come over to my house. Mom's not there right now, right?
Yeah? She said she'll be late today.
Then now's the chance. I'll come and pick you up.
Do you know where Thompson is? He's not home. Is he over at your house?
You got home a lot earlier than I thought you would. I'm so glad you made it in time.
Did you sneak him out?
Yep, I rescued him. What was it about you not being strict to Thompson? You're harder on him than you were on me.
What are you talking about? Who cares? Just give me Thompson back. He'll be negatively influenced if he's around you.
You're the one who's negatively influencing him.
You're saying I did something?
You wouldn't let him go to school, right? And you only gave him raw vegetables to eat, right? Thompson's so thin now, he's malnourished. You know, it's a crime to do such a thing to children. I called the cops earlier. They brought someone from the childcare department, and they had Thompson brought to the hospital. He collapsed from anemia. It's probably because he suddenly felt relieved.
Why'd you have to tell the police? I haven't done anything to get caught.
The people at the hospital are studying Thompson's body. They're checking for bruises specifically.
You think I hit him or something? Quit bullying around.
I wouldn't be surprised if you did such a thing. Anyone would doubt it, seeing how malnourished he was by you. You won't be able to obtain custody of Thompson anymore. I'll raise him from now.
What are you saying? There's no way you'd be able to raise him. You're just a child.
I'm already an adult who has a job.
But you're still an apprentice, right? What exactly will you be able to do?
My salary's pretty much the same as yours. I heard that you only work part-time now.
You've never raised a child, have you? A child needs a mother.
It's true I don't have any experience raising a child, but I'm confident I'll do a better job of it than you. I won't make him malnourished for one. Better off having no mother than having a mother like you.
Stop saying such ridiculous things. It's not easy raising a child, you know. You need a lot of money. You'll probably run out immediately.
I basically don't have to pay for food and rent. I asked the owner and it seems I'll let Thompson live with me. They even said they'll help as much as I can.
There's no way something that good can be true.
The owner and his wife are pretty kind people. They welcome kids like me who have no home. They said that they'll help me until I can handle things on my own.
There must have been some sort of catch to that. No one's that nice to others.
There are wretches like you in the world, but there are also kind people like the owner and his wife. This is what I learned after seeing society from my own eyes.
Stop acting all high and mighty. Don't steal the only hope I have left. You piece of shit. I shouldn't have had you.
Me in the past would have probably been hurt by those words and started crying. I had no self-esteem after being rejected by you over and over. I'm no longer like that. I was lucky enough to have met good people and have regained my self-esteem. Which is why I won't cry, whatever you say to me now. I'm not giving you Thompson no matter what you say.
It's your fault for being such a good-for-nothing. If only you had grown up well, I wouldn't have gone into this mess.
So you're saying it's my fault that you couldn't raise Thompson well? You've been failing at this child-raising thing from the start. So why not just give up and quit? You're not good at it.
Why do I have to hear such things from you?
I'm telling you right now because you won't be able to notice for yourself. You're not fit to be a mother. Both me and Thompson aren't your puppets. Why not stop trying to push everything on your kids and become independent, huh? After that, I was given custody of Thompson, and the two of us have been living together ever since the incident with subsidiaries from the government. I found out later on that Mom became so poor that she couldn't even pay her taxes. It seems that I had more money than her from the start. She's now receiving aid from the government and is now in a mental hospital. I have no idea what happened to her after that. Both me and Thompson have resolved to live from now on, thinking we no longer have a mother. The owner and his wife welcomed Thompson warmly, and he's regained his former brightness. I plan on thanking them for all they did for us someday. The two have no children, so I'm even prepared to take care of them once they're old. Thompson's glad to be able to go to school again, and is catching up on his studies. He keeps saying how when he becomes an adult he'll get rich so that I can take it easy. I look forward to the adult he'll become.